Welcome back to Next Question with Josh Palet with Braulio Gallegos, Mr. Vanilla himself. And today I'm like a kid in a candy store. We have two lesbians here. I've always wanted to ask lesbians questions. My parents said it was rude. So today's the day I get to ask these people these questions. Jade and Victoria, my lovely guests today, are here to answer some questions. And my first question is simple. When did you know you were gay?
Oh my
Lesbian.
gosh, that's such a hard question.
Yeah.
I feel like I had this attraction towards this one girl, and I was at a softball tournament, and I was like, hey, like, she's hella cute, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then someone was like, oh, you guys should, like, hang out. And I was like, okay, cool. But she had a boyfriend and a girl on the side. So I was like, well, fuck it. It's my first experience. Let's go.
Yeah.
And she turned me out, and I never went back. So.
Wow.
Okay, how old were you?
19, 20 maybe.
That's pretty late, right?
It was late, yeah.
Okay.
So I dated a guy before for like 3 years, and it was just bad, and it was just like ugly, and
All right, we'll get back to that because we're gonna compare that.
yeah. So and then it was just like I wasn't expecting to do it, and then I was so nervous the whole time, like, oh, I can't be a lesbian. Like I thought people would look at me different, and no. Ever since her, it just
No turning
was,
back.
No turning back.
No questions ever.
That was the last.
You've been like,
Yeah.
okay,
Since then.
awesome.
What about you, Victoria?
For me, I think I always knew, but at the same time, it was like I didn't know what it was. For me, it was like early age, so it was like, you know, middle school or something like
Okay.
that. And I knew I had like an attraction more towards girls, especially like watching like. Honestly, for me, it was Sierra, like the fucking music
Okay.
video. And everything for me, it was like this music video with Sierra,
Man,
and I was like,
I think we all
wow.
have an attraction.
I don't-
Does that make me lesbian?
Exactly, right? You know, I'm replaying this video over and over again of Sierra and everything and like that. So, and I was like, that's something different for me. And then it wasn't until I moved to San Diego, you know, 6
Okay.
years ago, where I actually had my first, you know, everything. So then I was like, okay, you know, start, you know, doing all that. And I was like, wow, this is what I've been missing. Okay, with
That's
guys
awesome.
and everything
Yeah.
like that.
How,
Softball, right?
Yeah, softball for you, and then you just knew just from attraction.
Exactly.
Okay.
Softball is like the
It's like the lesbian, like,
Sport.
okay, most, like, 90% of
Yeah.
girls that play softball are either lesbian
Yeah.
or they're thinking about being
okay. So I
lesbian.
heard that if they have a
Exactly.
bow in their hair, they're lesbian.
No, they're not lesbian.
No, not lesbian. That's like the go-to.
Isn't that the thing?
You
And then,
know,
like,
I
if no
never
bow,
heard that,
I don't know if it's
but-
true or
No,
not.
that's
I
new
don't,
to me,
yeah, I
too.
don't know about the bow thing.
I would
I
never
never
wear
had
a
bows,
bow.
so
I
maybe
would-
that's why I'm a lesbian.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I could see the bow thing being a real thing.
Yeah.
No, because I'd go to our school's like games and be like, "Bow, fuck!" Like, damn, she's good looking too. I was like, "Dude, she has a fucking bow."
How did you guys come out? Like, how did you tell your parents?
Oh gosh. So okay, so I was hooking up with this girl, and like me and my mom played on like a travel thing, like an older, like I was younger, but I played with her team, and she had heard from one of the other moms or that was on the team, like, oh, I think your daughter's like hooking up with this girl, and I was like, oh shit. So like one day
Damn.
I'm like eating a peanut butter and jelly, and
Yeah.
my mom's like, hey, I think I have a question, like, don't take it the wrong way, but like, are you a lesbian? And I'm like, yeah, I am. She's like, okay, fucking cool. And I was
That's
like,
awesome. I
I was
love
like,
that,
all
yeah.
right, cool, shit. Well, here we go.
Yeah, so
And
she's
then-
obviously very accepting of your dad too.
super. Oh yeah, super accepting.
Cool.
Yeah. They were like no questions asked.
That's crazy because you hear about a lot of stories. I mean, me coming from like the Hispanic and then like super Catholic side, where it's tough. You know what I mean?
dated a girl for almost 3 years, and her parents didn't know she was gay. So
Yeah.
I never went to like holidays or anything like
Right.
that. So it's strange.
It's like nerve-wracking for them. It's
Well,
stressful.
yeah,
You know, it's crazy.
Strained day, and at the
Yeah.
end of the day, like you have to figure out, okay, do you want to accept that their parents are never going to know, or they're not going to be okay with it, or do you
Right.
want to try and find somebody that is accepting?
Right. Yeah.
So it's a tough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sucks.
It's tough.
Damn, for me, honestly, like, I didn't want to tell my parents, but my dad was really upset with me. So
Okay.
I felt like, I was
Yeah.
like, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to tell him this. And then he forgave me for everything. So he didn't talk to me forever. And I was like, you know what, fuck it, I have this little secret.
I love
and
it. It is what it
and I was
is.
like, I just blurted it out. And then all of a sudden he like accepted me, and he also forgot the argument. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. And then my
Yeah.
mom is just always with it. So
That's awesome.
That's cool.
So I've heard there's different types of lesbians. Can you expand on this for me?
So there's a few, right? So you
There's
start with like the
definitely-
top, which is like the stud, like they dress in boy clothes, but they're not
You
like
can't even
transitioning,
tell.
right? They're just
Yeah.
like stud. They're like, I'm the fucking shit, like. And for some reason, all the prettiest girls like the studs.
Really?
They like that baggy, like hip hop. You know what I mean? Like just like that gangster look, like
so annoying.
In a girl.
in a girl.
Yeah.
In a girl form. Yeah.
Okay,
And so
okay.
like for me, no, that's not the one. But
There's
no
all different
knocking
types,
anybody,
exactly.
right? And then you go to like that STEMmy version where they're like
Yeah.
kind of like
In between.
they like have a pretty face, they do
Yeah.
their hair, they do their
The
makeup, but
makeup
then
and
they wear like
everything.
boy clothes, which
Okay.
I was that for a little bit. Don't knock me, but here
Yeah.
I am today.
I respect it.
You
Yeah.
know, and then from there you go like straight.
You keep
femme.
going,
and there's
yeah,
obviously ones
yeah.
in between that kind of figure out where they're gonna go. But like you have like that femme where like they always want to look pretty. They like almost always want the stub, but then you find like a femme and femme, which is very like, I guess, I don't know, what would you say? You don't see that very often.
Well, that was my
You
next
can't
question.
even
Is
tell.
there
Like, you can't
is
even
there
tell.
always a man in the
So
relationship?
that's such like an old school thing.
Right,
So
right.
like
Yeah.
nowadays, I feel like there are more femme on femmes. But
Okay.
like normally when you go out and you see like a good looking stud, like fresh, like
Yeah.
nice tees or whatever, then they have a really hot chick on their side.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you don't really see two femmes. So when you do,
Okay.
it's kind of like, whoa, what the hell? Like they're fucking hot. Like that's what lesbians are. So
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
it throws people off most of the time. I feel like it does.
Yeah.
Because normally you're gonna see that like dykey butch, like that's I'm the man, like
Right.
I wear the pants.
And like you said, it's the old school version, because even when it comes to gays, lesbians and gays, obviously, but gays is always like, well, there's always the feminine style guy, and then there's always like the manlier.
Oh,
You know what I
the
mean?
top
It's
or the bottom.
easier,
Yeah,
Top or the
yeah,
bottom,
and it goes both
right?
ways. I feel like, right?
Yeah,
But
right.
like, and that's what I was gonna ask you is like, is it possible to have two, in a sense, girly girls or femmes that you call them that are together? You know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
it's just hard to
Always.
find.
Okay.
So a lot of like the femmy ones want to go for that guy because they still want like a figure that's gonna like how do you say like
They protect them?
protect them
Like that
because, they're
manly
the
style? Okay.
manly
Yeah.
style, but like
Okay.
there are femmes that like other femmes, and then it's just a hot ass couple.
Okay, are you guys described as femmes? I think, looking at you guys are very like girly to me.
I mean, we like to look good,
I'm
and I like to look good with my
definitely
partner.
a fan.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Like,
so
100% I'm a
yeah,
fan.
I
Like,
have that little
can't,
tomboy
you know.
side though, as you can see with the hat. Like, I hate to say it, but lesbians love a girl in a hat. Whether or not I do myself up or whatnot, you put the hat on, they're like, ooh, who is that?
Yeah.
Who is
Change it,
that?
yeah.
Hey, I'm telling you, every time I go to the club or the bar, whether I'm with somebody or not, like if I walk in with this and my hair done but a hat on, they're like, damn, who?
Honestly, yeah.
Who
Like
is
if I go
that?
into the club and I see a girl that looks really good and she has a hat on, like that's kind of like a signal to me,
Sexy,
at least. Like,
like,
it's
yeah.
like okay, like I don't have to second guess that.
Like they're
she's
not
gay.
they're not
Yeah.
manly,
She's gay or something like
but
that. Like
they're like cute with a hat.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
a different. I don't even know what you want to call
It's
it.
the hat. It's definitely
Can you tell when a girl's lesbian? Like because I can't. Like
Depends. If
I would have no idea
if-
either one of you's lesbian.
Right. If you see Victoria, right, and you're like in a club and you're like, okay, she could be either or. Especially if you're in a gay club, you're like, is she straight or is she gay? But then like the hat, I'm telling you, man, the
hat?
hat. like,
sometimes
it's
I
like
want to wear a
trigger.
hat.
It's like
You
a
know,
trigger.
like I think about wearing a hat
And
sometimes.
You gay?
he's cool.
You know.
All the girls, like the hat does it. I'm telling you, they make fun of me, but it doesn't.
Is that how your girl fell for you? Is 'cause
Oh,
your hat?
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
I heard she liked
100%.
hats. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it was.
yeah.
I mean, that might be it too. But I think a lot of lesbians too have a lot of tattoos. But there's a lot of straight people that have full sleeves and whatnot, so it doesn't define you as a lesbian. But
Yeah.
hat
Right.
tattoos, looking in a gay club, like, okay, that bitch is gay.
Yeah.
Like, let's just
Okay.
talk about it.
When you were dating a guy, how did sex compare to being with a guy
Ew.
compared to being with like a girl?
Okay, so
For
you
me,
wanna
like
start? Because-
honestly, like for me, like I just wanted it to be over. Like I was just like, oh my god, like,
Same.
like
I'm
I just
like,
wanted it to be
hurry
over. I was like,
up.
okay, I'm just doing the
I would like
motions.
lay on my
you
side
know,
and be
exactly.
like, okay, like, are you done?
Like, I'm
but wait,
chilling.
here's,
Fuck.
here's a real thing. There's no such thing as a quickie for lesbians because you can't just like put it in and like the guy comes in 5 minutes. Like for girls, I don't know any girl that
no,
comes in 5
definitely,
minutes.
100%. No, that's
I
no,
have-
absolutely not. It's like a whole night
half
thing.
hour thing at least. So there's no
Really?
such thing as a quickie. And if any girl says there is,
She's faking
Maybe-
it. No.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe that
Exactly.
tongue
No,
game's
no,
strong,
no.
but I don't. There's no quickie.
Do you? Well, how do you know when they're done? For a guy, obviously you know when we're done.
You're
How do you
just
know when the girls?
not.
But do they tell you or?
I mean, I thought
It's
girls
like,
can go
okay,
for on
well, How
forever.
do you guys
Yeah.
know when a girl's done?
You
She
don't,
tells
that's
me.
what sucks.
She tells me.
What?
But they lie to us. I just found out
They
they
do.
lie about their orgasms.
Oh, 100%.
Well, yeah, we just found out
Girls
like our
on
whole
it's
world
so
like
easy
was
for
brought
girls
down.
Orgasms, you just make that ha ha, and then like you just like a quick like and then you think you're done, but like
Yeah.
they could not be done. So you never really know, right? I mean, we could say we finished up, but you
Yeah.
don't really know.
Make you feel better
so
and
sad.
everything like
Right.
that.
Oh
But,
my
like,
God.
their legs shake or something because that's how you're gonna know.
Do you guys lie about your orgasms?
Oh, 100%. Not
I
like
mean,
like I have.
all the time, yeah. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
or
lie.
when you
No.
want it to be done, you're just like, okay, like I'm fucking tired. It's been an hour.
Exactly.
Like,
If I have
let's
work in the
go,
morning
you
or
know?
something like that, like I just want to go to
Yes,
bed.
yes.
Like I'm just
But I
literally
just
like,
feel
can you leave now?
Like two girls though, it's just like hot and heavy and passionate, and like you don't have to fake it almost because
You
if
don't
you're
remember what
into that
time it is
person-
or anything like that.
Yeah, you lose track of time. That's why I say there's no
Exactly.
such thing as a quickie. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
always like you have to either be in it because if you're not, then if it's 10 minutes, you know that it was nothing.
Okay.
But if it's like 30 minutes, hour and a half, 2 hours, you're like,
Then
okay,
you're like,
I
That's
put
a
damn,
work
that might be
in.
like
Yeah.
my,
Yeah, that's some
you
good
know,
stuff right
everything.
there.
Yeah.
So I mean, for a guy, I don't understand like what positions do you do like when you
Oh,
wait
God.
okay all right, hold
Okay.
on what is considered sex for girls?
Okay, so like a long time ago, I asked the same question right when I was like getting into it, like what is like considered sex, and I feel like it's anytime like a girl orgasms, like you're doing it right. It doesn't have to be intercourse because most girls don't get off with male intercourse, right? With like
Yeah.
whatever you guys want to call it.
Yeah.
But it's normally like the clit or like that type of stimulation. So like if you're doing that and like the whole thing is like the whole scissor thing, that actually is a real thing.
Does that shit work?
I
heard that shit doesn't work.
No, it does, because if you get the right position,
Exactly.
you guys are really
Right
in there,
person,
you're really
right
into
everything.
it, like,
then you can get there, and if you get there, then
you
it's
can
like,
get there.
damn.
But you have to have the
like,
right position,
alright.
because you got bones in there, and that shit kind of hurts
It
sometimes.
looks painful as
So
fuck. Yeah.
It does.
it can
looks
be.
super
No,
awkward.
it can be. You get sore the next day or little bruises or whatever. You know that, like, you.
But
really
then you
were,
know
like,
you did
raw,
something
like,
right. You know,
but exactly.
you're like, damn, I did that.
Yeah,
good,
I'm so
like-
fucking lost. I can't.
I think you guys
But
have an
just-
advantage on guys because you know how to get girls off. I
Oh,
don't know what the
100%.
fuck I'm
You
doing.
should. If you're a lesbian, you should. And if you don't know, you better learn, because otherwise you're not going to be, like, in that situation for a
Absolutely
long time, right?
not. No,
Because
no,
guys
no,
are
no.
easy. Guys are just like, you
Too
guys
easy,
get off so
honestly,
easy.
like-
God
we could-
damn.
They could fake it. Like,
I
you
feel so
know,
attacked,
some
bro. I feel
guys,
like my life is like coming to an end. Like,
Well, going back to it, like sleeping with a guy compared to a girl, like, do you just not like it when you're with a guy? Was it uncomfortable?
You know,
Like,
it's not just.
Was it maybe
sex,
just a
though.
bad
You have to-
experience?
you have
Give
to
us
so much
hope,
more.
Jesus
I think
Christ.
It's
So
not
much
just,
more.
it's the attraction, right? So, like, for instance, if I saw you naked, I'd be like, okay, like, shit, you got a big dick or something.
Dicks are ugly.
But,
I've been saying that for
they're
years.
ugly,
Dicks are
but
ugly.
If you look at a woman that
Sorry,
has
Nico.
nice breasts,
Yeah,
a nice
yeah.
body, not even a nice body, just like nice like features, you're like,
Yeah.
fuck, that's hella sexy, and it immediately gets you on. Like, you're like, okay, let's go.
Exactly.
So with a guy, like, I mean, yeah, you guys can be sexy in your own way, but
can't.
looking at
I
dick
mean,
and balls
we can't compare
or
you
hairy
guys.
ass
No,
is
there's-
not
it's a whole
fun.
different
It's
thing,
disgusting.
like-
It's disgusting. It
Yeah.
is. It is.
I mean, I look
Oh
at
my
myself sometimes. I'm like, why would anybody fuck me? But seriously though, like girls' bodies just look way better to me.
Right, so you guys.
Well, yeah,
so
I
you're
would
the
hope so.
same
Jesus
thing,
Christ.
I mean,
Yeah.
just like they just look like not being attracted. They just look better. Like they're shaved.
Yeah, yeah,
they're
yeah,
better
absolutely.
shaped than us usually.
Right.
They smell
Yeah.
better
And they
than
want
us.
to be sexy. You have to remember, girls
Yeah.
want to be sexy. Whether you're a girl, guy, whatever it is, like girls want to look sexy and feel sexy. So while you're having sex, you're gonna want to be sexy.
Yeah.
Like, and if you're not, like, damn.
Okay, so if you had,
That sucks, yeah.
If you had to
Yeah.
rate yourself from like 1 to 10, how good are you at eating pussy?
Oh, 10.
Would your
10,
would your
like,
girlfriend
why
say
not?
that? Would she say you're a 10?
We gotta ask her.
I
We
mean,
gotta
yeah, you
ask her. I
I mean,
mean,
I would say that you perfect it, right? Because you don't like, you're not born good at eating pussy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
But you learn it. You obviously know your body, so you know like what I like and like what she likes. Obviously, people like different things, but I mean.
Okay,
I mean, as your number goes up, yeah.
Oh. Well,
Okay, well, nobody can give me a straight answer. You answer this first. How do you eat pussy? Like, what's the key? You got to help me out here.
You mean, why is there a key though? Like,
Yeah.
why don't you? already-
how do you treat the clit?
I mean, you have to treat
soft.
it.
Don't be like this weird like shit.
DJ,
like
I told you not to
know what I
fucking
mean?
do it.
Girls like that shit.
No, they
They
don't.
might
I
if you're
swear,
if
no,
she
they don't.
okay
They don't.
if she's about to
I think
like
lie to.
go or orgasm, yeah, you want to go as fast as you can because she's about to. Go. But like in the
Exactly.
beginning, don't be all crazy eating that shit, like biting the
I
clit. Like
don't-
be
I don't.
nice to it. Like
Yeah.
it's sensitive.
Bro,
like
watch our last episode. This guy like goes ham on it, like DJ.
That's why I'm probably
and
single.
that, hey, that might be a thing for some girls, but like you gotta treat it like it's precious because that shit can be raw. It's
Okay,
just
so
like
you're getting into sex. What are you doing? How are you starting to how you finish?
Okay, so for me, my partner hates that I like to be in the mood, right? I'm like, let's set the mood, let's get sexy. Like, I don't want to just be like laying in bed and be like, hey, you good? No, like let's get in the mood, start kissing me or whatnot, and then once you're in the mood, like, okay, then you just whoever goes first. You got to figure out who's going first and who's going last because it makes a difference, right?
Oh.
No,
Wouldn't you
definitely.
say it makes a
I
difference?
understand.
No,
I get it. I get it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
does,
Somebody
it
sets the
does.
mood. Somebody, finishes the mood. You know.
Exactly.
Really?
Exactly.
That's a key point. You gotta realize who's first and who's second.
Yeah.
I'm always second.
Okay, so when you
You
do
always say
I'm always second.
You
You take one for the
Yeah.
team. You get the job done,
Yes,
and then
like
Yeah.
get me okay, cool, but I want her to. For me, I want her to already be ready. That way, like I don't have to get it all ready. That's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of work. You know
No,
what
I
I mean?
feel that,
Like
yeah,
I want her to be ready to go.
that's
So-
very nice of you.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
You're so
Yeah,
considerate.
I would
I am,
appreciate
I
that.
am.
Yeah. So okay, so when you're eating pussy, like just last thing, like what do you do with your tongue? Like I don't know what to fucking do. Because people say, look, like
I'm like looking back on it now, like, okay, what are the moves?
you do the
I mean,
ABCs backwards,
You
right?
have to do a little bit of both, though. Like, you have to, like, obviously start at the top. You go a little bit at the bottom. If they might like the, like, tongue in there. It depends on the girl, though.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
very, very... But you want to, like, do it all. You don't just focus on one thing unless they tell you, right? Unless you're like, okay, only my clit, don't touch my shit. But you might want to do a little finger action at the same time. So do
Yeah,
the
I've heard that
clit,
too. Remember
do
we-
a little
yeah, they
finger
told us.
action, get them stimulated, and then, they should pop off.
Exactly.
You agree with that?
No, 100%. Literally, you just literally have to make sure you're doing both at the same time. Because if
Yeah.
you're not, but it also depends on the girl too.
fuck.
'cause
It
It looks like you guys are doing something wrong. I don't
Yeah,
know,
but once
man.
you like get into the job and you're like, okay, this is what my chick likes. I don't know if you're like having multiple partners, but if you have one partner, they're gonna tell you what they like. Hopefully, they're not shy about it. Like, tell me, like, shit. If I'm doing a bad job, if I bite that shit, let me know.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Hell yeah.
I'm
I would hope that like if you have one partner, it only improves, right? Like, you know what I mean? Because the communication gets better, and it does.
I feel like it does. Yeah.
I mean,
'cause you figure out what they like and what they don't like.
Exactly.
Like some girls like strap-ons. Some girls don't.
Good God.
Some
Yeah.
girls like vibrators. Some girls don't. Some girls just want your fingers in your mouth.
Yeah.
I mean, it just
Same
depends.
shit.
Yeah.
No, definitely. Same shit.
I heard in the lesbian community people cheat often. Is that true or is that not?
well, I've
not
heard in the
true?
gay community, it's
Yeah,
very
the gay
promiscuous
community
in general.
In general, I feel like that's a yes, but I feel like, and this might be like biased, so hopefully I don't have any people out there that feel like this. I feel like studs cheat more than femmes. I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, they can cheat more, but I think that femmes get bored more easily too at the same
Really?
time. Yeah, I think
See,
femmes
I
get
feel
bored
like,
too.
I feel like the stud has that like I'm the man, like I'm gonna cheat on the side because that's what like men do.
Like multiple
I'm not
partners.
saying men do that, right? But
Yeah.
I'm just saying like some people think that way.
Right.
So for me, I feel like studs cheat more than femmes.
I guess, yeah. But as long as the stud's doing everything right, they're not doing everything
Then you
right.
have to worry about. Then you have to worry about your chick cheating with a man. That's the ultimate disrespect. That's for me is unforgivable.
Really?
It's unforgivable. If you cheat with me with a girl and she's hot, I might get over it, right? You cheat on me with
Really?
a man, it's a no. It's that's it. We're done.
Has
You know,
it-
it's funny because if
Yeah.
you flip it, well, I don't know. Like, guys have been like, well, if my girl cheats on me with a dude, obviously that's crazy. That's not gonna happen,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
it's over,
Yeah.
like you said, right? And then, but if she cheats on me with a girl, it's like, well, maybe it's like
Right, not
something
that
hot.
cheating is ever condoned, but
Right.
if like my partner cheat on me with his hot ass girl, I'll be like, damn.
It's
I
a
can
hit-
see
it's-
why
it
you
hits
did that.
different, yeah.
However, if you cheat on me with a man, it's cutthroat. That's it. No looking back.
It's like
for
what?
me. For me,
What can I not give you that guy's giving
well,
you?
because you have to
So
think
it's
about it. Like as a
exactly-
woman, you can't give another woman what a man can give, right?
Exactly.
And that's the ultimate disrespect for a woman to do that. So, for me, and for probably a lot of lesbians, if your partner cheats on you with a man, it's
Sure.
over. Like there's no going back from
Yeah.
that.
Have you ever been cheated on with a guy?
Yes.
What happened?
Oh, it was horrible.
Yeah.
I mean,
You were torn up.
I don't even like go into like
No,
my,
but you don't have to.
my
but it
last
sucks.
experience.
Yeah.
Like that person cheated on me with the ugliest. I mean, when you look at him, you're like, how? Why? What did I do wrong for you to go to that?
Yeah.
So that was like a fucking slap in the face for me.
Right.
But again, like she did that, and there's no going back.
Well,
It's
yeah,
unforgivable.
fuck that person. You don't need that person.
Right. Especially if you're going for that, like yo, your centers were low. Like
Exactly.
I need to go up.
Yeah.
I did. So-
What about you, Victoria? Have you ever been cheated on with a guy?
Yeah, I definitely have been cheating on with a guy, and I just didn't understand it. I was just really upset about it, and I was just like, what am I not doing that guy can do? But it was just like, you know what? Like, if that's what you want to do, then go
Yeah.
do it, you know? Like, I'm not going to keep trying to be me, because there's something that guys can give girls that girls can't give other girls, you know what I mean? So I can't compete with that.
Is that the
I'm not
biggest
gonna
con
do it.
about being a lesbian? You don't have a dick.
Yeah, you have to always
Definitely.
keep that in the back of your mind. Like, if you're dating a bi girl, and there's so much like, oh, if you're bi, you're not gay. Like, there's a huge like society out there that feels that way.
Yeah.
A lot of girls that are bi, I feel like, will eventually be with a man if they like that. It just depends. I don't know, like a man, like you.
Is there
guys-
like a lean on the spectrum? Like bi is kind of in the middle in a sense, but is there a lean within that middle? Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
No, I don't
Like
know.
you're bi, but
This-
you lean more towards women, or you're
See,
bi or
for-
lean more towards
Yeah,
men.
Are you ever really 50-50?
For me, it's like I really don't like to date bi girls, because I feel like you really do like one more than the other. And the other
Sure.
person is whatever like you really appreciate more, and
Okay.
the other one's just for fun. That's just my personal opinion. Like
Yeah.
people always like bi, like nothing against anybody like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I really do strongly feel like you either like one or the other.
Okay.
Right, because there's just
And-
it's two different playing fields at that time, right? Like you have a man that has a penis. Like even if you get a strap on, it's not the same thing. It's plastic and it's just cold. You know, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's so yeah. I don't know. I personally wouldn't date a bi person.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
like.
It's
I don't like
it's just
doing it. I'd rather
my-
not.
Yeah.
Once they say
Because
they're
you don't
bi,
want that like thought in the back of your mind, like okay, are they missing dick?
You have double
Exactly.
the chance getting cheated on.
Well, yeah, that's what I was about to say.
exactly.
Like the spectrum like opens up for them. It's like
And so
crazy.
You have to really trust that partner, and like trust is there. Like you know what I mean. With some people, maybe not, but like you really have to trust a bi person because they could go either way, and you never know.
Okay. What
Or you
about
can get
Christ.
Okay.
The competition is God.
the
Like,
audience wants me to
the
ask this
stress
question.
is crazy.
Yeah, and I need to ask this question. Strap-ons.
Strap-ons,
like 'em?
strap-ons. Let's let her go first because I feel like she has a.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I have more experience with it or whatever. But, yeah, I definitely do like strap-ons more. I won't only do that with somebody that I'm actually in a relationship with or anything like that. But I mean, like, if we're, like, really going to go into that or whatever, like, being in a relationship, like, yeah, I do want to do that because I want to try different things. I'm very, like, adventurous, like, with my sexual life.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely want to, like, experience that as long as they're, like, with it, and I definitely like it more.
Okay.
Being with a guy is so different. I know, like, all guys, like, oh, use the strap-on. It's the same thing. It's not the same thing. It's super different. I think there's more emotions in it and everything like that.
Are you, like, the recipient, or are you the one using it? Are you both? You can be both,
I'm
right?
definitely, I can definitely be both, but like it depends on like my mood and everything, like what I want to do. But I definitely rather be the one doing it, even if I don't look like it.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, definitely want to be the one doing it.
What about you? Are you not experienced?
No, I have with a couple of exes. I don't particularly like it, and I don't particularly like putting one on and like having that thing flopping around. Like for me, I'm like, I don't feel like. Depends on your partner, right? If your partner likes it, you're going to do what your partner wants to do. I don't like it, and I don't feel like my partner now likes it, so, like, we don't do that. Because we can do other things or whatever. But some girls, like, it's weird. Some stud girls will put it on.
To feel more studly.
Yes,
Yeah,
but then they'll say, but then they're going to say, I want you to suck it.
What?
So for me, I'm
That's
like,
weird.
I don't understand why you would want to do that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they feel like,
I feel like sucking dick sucks. Like, I think it just girls don't like that, right?
I mean, I don't know. Some sloppy girls do.
Yeah.
Some girls like it.
Some girls like it.
It depends on the girl. I feel like I have like a friend that she's like, I love sucking dick, and I'm like, that's great, but like that's gross too.
Yeah.
But yeah, some studs are like, suck my dick, and if anyone ever told me that, I would be like, you're tripping. You're so.
That's
tripping.
weird. What would come out of that?
They want to feel dominant.
Literally nothing.
That's
nothing would
the
come out of that.
question, right? What comes out of that? But I don't know because I haven't been there. So
Yeah.
She might know though, Victoria.
Oh, you're gonna ask me about it?
Victoria might know.
I think it's more like a satisfaction thing, like when somebody else does it to you, especially if you don't, I'm a girl, so I have a strap-on on, and when they start doing that to me, it just gives you like some satisfaction and everything, and
you feel dominant, right?
Definitely, yeah. You feel more in control of everything, and it's definitely the best feeling ever. So I don't know why.
Here's the question for you guys,
Please.
if you guys are ready for this.
Ready.
Sure.
If you had a life partner, whether she was married, fiance, whatever you guys are, right? And she said, "Hey, I want to peg you."
No, it's an exit only. Yeah, no.
Like, are you guys 100%? Like, if she's like, please,
100%.
like, I want
You
to
wouldn't even try it at all.
Like, let me lick
Like,
your
give it
asshole
a-
first and then put it in.
Wait, so you haven't got your asshole licked
if
at
she
all?
really,
No.
come on, you guys.
I
I
haven't.
I've heard great things.
I've heard.
No,
Yeah.
I've heard that the guy has like an extra
reviews and
orgasm
everything.
in there or something.
I just saw a meme that says like it's funny because girls have their clit in their vagina and guys have their clit in their ass. It's like
And
See,
it's
but you haven't
true,
even
though.
like wanted
That's
to find out. or
That's a
anything
true
like
thing.
that?
No.
Like,
Yeah.
you guys would never.
No, we have friends that like that shit.
Oh, okay.
But,
Yeah.
But we just never tried it. Maybe. I'm not gonna rule it out. But I don't
That's
think
good.
I would do it.
Yeah.
Have an open mind.
I
Yeah.
gu- yeah, I
Have an open
guess.
mind.
Okay, so my next question to you guys is, what are your experiences or how do you handle being hit on by the male species? Experiences, how do you handle it? Like, what is
How
your
do we handle
go-to?
it?
Yeah,
Alright.
because like some guys might think like, oh, I'm they hit on you and they're like, well, I'm lesbian. Like
No,
they
like-
don't take that seriously. They think you're
No.
telling them that to like deflect them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And that does happen a lot.
Exactly.
That does
They,
happen
they
a
don't
lot.
even realize it. And for me, it's like I take it, I appreciate it, and
Sure.
then I just
Take the free drink.
and
So
Hell
that's a big,
yeah.
so that's
Yeah.
a big
Hell
thing.
yeah,
So
I'll
I
take
think
that
as you
free
get
drink.
older, as you mature as a lesbian, you feel like,
Yeah.
okay, I appreciate you guys telling me I'm hot because that's basically what you're doing, right? Hitting
Yeah,
on me.
right.
But I don't swing that way. So
Right.
and the problem is guys will take that one or two ways. They'll be like, oh, cool, like
Yes.
that's cool.
Yeah, like
whatever.
respect it, respectable.
Or
yeah.
be like, oh, you just have a dick in your life, and it's like that's definitely not the case, right?
I'll take what I can get. Like, I mean, like, if you're gonna hit on me, in the streets of downtown San Diego, like, I'm gonna take that. All right, like, you want to buy me a drink or whatever, I'm gonna take that and then
Yeah.
I'm gonna dip on you. Like, it's not.
Yeah,
like,
or
it's
you just
my
be polite
nature.
and tell them, hey, thank you, like you're attractive as well, but like I just don't swing that way. And most
In a
guys are gonna
nicer
get mad.
way, in a
Most guys are
nicer
gonna
way.
be like, yeah, right, like you're lying or whatever. But like,
Right,
some
right.
guys will be like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then like for me, I have a partner that's just as attractive than I am, more attractive than
Nah,
I am.
yeah.
So you're like, this is my partner, and they're like, oh damn, okay, like that's cool. But like most
They can't
guys will be
compete.
like, yeah, right, like, or you haven't had the right dick.
Yeah,
Have you gotten that?
What-
I've gotten that.
God,
I've gotten that.
I don't know what
That's
leads a
the
guy to
most
say that.
annoying
Like
thing.
that's like the
Because
balls
they
on that
feel-
guy.
because
Like
you know
I
what
don't
so
know.
happens? It
annoying.
hurts their ego.
It's
They're
so
like,
annoying.
oh,
Right.
are you telling that because you don't like me, or are you really saying that you're not?
Right, right.
Like, you're,
Well, yeah, it's an ego because I mean I wouldn't say
It's an
that.
ego
I don't
thing.
know.
I've been
Yeah.
hit on in the fucking parking lot of fucking Target, and they're literally like, I'm trying to just get my normal shit at Target, and they're hitting on me, and I'm like, no, like, I'm gay, and they're like, no, you're not, and I was like, dude, like, yeah, I am. I'm trying to be like open
Nice
and
about it.
honest with you
Yeah.
about it,
Yeah.
you know, and like, no, you haven't the right dick, and I was like,
That's such a weird thing to say to
no,
somebody.
no,
But, like,
no,
that like
exactly.
really does happen though, and you like look at them like
All
you
the time.
motherfucker, like your dick is probably crooked anyways.
Exactly,
So,
like-
So
Like,
how
how
do
you
you
try to
respond to
compare?
that? Like how do you in that experience that happened to
me,
you?
I'll automatically get defensive. Like, fuck you, basically.
I'll get
like, you
defensive,
don't
too.
know. Like,
Yeah,
'cause
exactly.
for some lesbians, you have to think about it like this. Some lesbians are lesbians because they've had bad experiences with the guys,
Right.
right? They've
Yeah.
had that, like, weird, like, whatever happened, whether or not it's, well, I don't want
Yeah.
to get into that, but you know what
Yeah,
I mean,
no, yeah,
like,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, like, they're that way for a reason. So when a guy comes off aggressive and they're like, oh, you just haven't had the right dick, you're like, this is exactly why
Right.
I'm lesbian.
Right,
Like,
exactly.
It fits
because
into the
of
profile,
You, like,
yeah.
because of you, that type of guy, like, I'm lesbian because of that.
Yeah, yeah. Do you get offended by the word gay when people use it? I'm not gonna say the word, but the F word, the 3-letter F word,
So
That's fine.
I feel
Or
like
6.
the whole word. Yeah.
it depends on how they use it. If they're using it in a joke, I personally don't get offended, right? But if you're using it as like to be hurtful, then it's gonna offend anybody. The word
course.
gay, I feel like doesn't offend people, but dyke, faggot, any of those like really like
homo.
Derogatory.
yes, that's gonna hurt somebody in some way or form. Whether or not they're aggressive and say something back, or they're just like, you know what, fuck you, like I'm not gonna talk to you anymore. It can be used as an aggressive like term, and then you do get offensive. Like and it just
Yeah.
depends on how they use it. If it's a joke, it's a joke. If it's
Like,
like
If it's,
being
like,
mean,
malicious,
yeah.
yeah.
Like, I feel like some people will be like, oh, you're gay, and I get all offended and shit like that. But I only get offended if because of the reason that behind it is that they think that I haven't had like the right sex or anything like that, and it's like guys,
disrespectful,
it's
yeah.
literally guys. It's literally always guys that I have to like convince. I guess convince, like literally convince, because the girls are like always so trivial about it, but like guys are just like.
Just depends.
Do you
Depends on how they use it.
Do you find that aggressiveness that you find in males, like do you ever find that in like the lesbian community, like as in girls?
100%.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's an experience. I'm not going to use any names, but we were at a party one time that happened to be my party, and there was a couple, okay? One was a stud, or however you want to call it, and one was more of like a femme, and that stud, they were together at the party, was like sitting on people's laps, like being aggressive, like, oh, I can turn you into like this type of lesbian, basically saying like, oh, I see your chick over there as a femme, but I will turn you into like a stud lover, basically,
Wow.
is what it was. So
Yeah.
they're super aggressive, super like overbearing, and it's just like, ew, it's gross.
So is that a common thing? Like you see that a lot?
Very, very common thing.
I think so. Like, you're never
very.
gonna see a lipstick going out being super aggressive, but you're gonna see a stud that's trying to pull you. And
But why is that? But I'm curious.
Pride?
Because no, it's confidence, right? So like, some
Exactly.
people are attracted to confidence. Like, I think a lot of lesbians are attracted to confidence, whether or not you're a femme or a stud, right? But if the stud, if they're too aggressive, you're like, ew, like this isn't too much. Like get
Yeah.
away, basically, right? But they come off just like a man would. Not
Yeah.
saying that all men are like that, but
Right,
like,
right.
most men are like, oh, like I got you, baby, like I got that
Yeah,
pussy, like da da da, right? And that's how a stud would be.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's super aggressive, and
They try to be like kind of like guys are.
Like
yeah. Here's another topic. Have you guys heard of that little fake penis that you can put in like boxer briefs that like look like you have a package?
I've heard of
I've
that.
never
That's a
seen
real
that.
ass thing. People do that.
Shut the fuck up,
People
really?
put it in
So
their
you guys
shit.
have not. I just want to know, like everybody.
Yeah.
No,
like,
I have heard of
I've
that.
never
no,
heard of
like
that.
like studs, like really aggressive studs will put that shit in their pants to make it look like they have a package, because that's it's almost like what they want to be but they can't be.
Do
that
those
make
people
sense?
usually like lead up to being like transgender, like because they want to be
could
that?
Yeah. I
You know
mean,
what I
I've
mean?
personally never known anyone that's like, okay, I have it, like, basically they, like, tape down their breast,
Everything.
and then they put
Yeah.
like, a little fake penis, and then they'll eventually transition, because I think that's what they want to be,
Right.
that's how they feel like they are, right?
Okay,
But
yeah.
there's a lot of studs that'll do that, or just walk around with their strap on, like, it's
Yeah,
weird.
that's very weird. Do you think it's
What?
hard to be gay in America?
Not,
with-
I think moving forward, no. I think it used to be. I
Yeah.
think, like,
I think it's getting a lot better.
yeah, like going
right?
out to a restaurant with like your gay partner, like people will make comments. You just have to know that you have to have tough skin, because
I
people
think-
will make comments.
Well, I think it does. I think San Diego, in a sense. I mean, I've grown up here my whole life. Obviously, we have Hillcrest. Hillcrest is
The gayborhood.
yeah,
That's
which
what
is
it's called.
known like
Exactly.
Yeah.
not just in San Diego. It's known like throughout the United States that it's like
Of course.
huge, right?
Even other countries.
Yeah.
You go to
Yeah.
other countries and
So but I feel like in general overall in San Diego, I think San Diego is a very like gay friendly community in a sense compared to
It is.
places like I was in the military. I was stationed in Texas and Mississippi and all these places, and it's like, it doesn't fly down there. Like not even.
Too, like, big topic too is like going to other countries as a gay couple. You almost have to like not be gay because it's like illegal in some places. Like for my honeymoon, for example, we looked at areas that were like it's illegal to be gay. So like, you don't want to celebrate your honeymoon in like a place where you can get arrested for being gay.
You're uncomfortable or whatever. Yeah,
right.
yeah, absolutely.
So you have to like definitely be aware of like where you're going because some places just don't allow it. So for me and my partner, right, when we were thinking about honeymoon situations, right, I had to go into depth of, okay, where can we go be like a couple and not be in trouble? So there's a lot. So we wanted to go to Bora Bora, for example, right? And there's a lot of rules about being gay there. So you have to like think about, like, we like to travel, we like to go out of the country. So for like normal times, it's fine. We don't care. We don't need to hold hands or act like we're gay. But like for a honeymoon, we wanted somewhere where we could be open, which happened to be Thailand. So Thailand is going to be our spot. We were supposed to go the next month when we got married. Obviously, it got moved because of Corona. But Thailand is a very open country. So we felt like we could be there, be gay, and enjoy our honeymoon. But you have to always remember, like, when you go places, not only is it scary as two females just going somewhere out of the country by ourselves.
So much more.
Yeah, you have to know
so
the
much
rules
more.
because you cannot go and be openly gay because of the laws that they have in other countries. So in America, it's not like that, right? Everything's open. It's 2020, about to be 2021. People
kind of,
are open
just
for the most part.
Don't go to like West Virginia or anything like that.
Very different, so you have to just be aware. So it's not like scary to be gay, but in some countries it is very scary to be gay.
I think it's scary to be gay in the South. I went to college in Alabama, and if you were gay in Alabama, you moved to Atlanta. Atlanta's a huge gay city, so people just moved to Atlanta. I felt bad for all those people. Okay, going back to your wedding, who wears the dress and who wears the tux?
That's a huge topic. So like, it's again, it goes back to what your relationship is, whether or not you have two femmes, a stud and a femme. Like, most people, okay, who's gonna wear the tux? Who's gonna wear the dress, right? But for me, like, it's my first wedding. I want to look pretty. I want to be special just as much as my partner does. So we both want to look good. So we both bought dresses, and we're both gonna look bomb as fuck.
I love
and
that.
it's gonna be like one of those like damn weddings.
I think personally, I think Alina would look great in a t-shirt tuxedo. Right?
Okay.
So
Nothing says.
I would love to wear like a sick ass suit and some heels and my hair done, my makeup done. But
you can wear a woman's suit.
You can. No, there are. I've like I looked at them when we were looking at.
I don't think it looks bad. I think girls look hot in like that business. Like,
however, how sexy is it going to be with two hot females up at the altar with two bomb ass?
When I saw you and your partner were together for the first time on Instagram, I was like, Jesus Christ! Like, you usually don't see lesbian couples that are as attractive as you two.
So that's a main thing in that society is like you don't see that very often. So when you do, everyone goes, "Oh shit!" Like they're
like,
together.
it's not real.
Like, are they really together?
For real?
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's a real thing. You do find that very seldom. But like, I love it. I love that attention we get. I love when people go, "Damn, you guys are hot together." And I'm like, "Thank you." Like, I feel that way too.
Fuck
You know? Rather than someone being like, not to say like
hating it.
Yeah,
you know?
hating it.
Like,
Like,
no,
like,
that's
why aren't
annoying.
you just with a guy? If you're gonna be with a girl who looks like a guy, why aren't you just with a guy? Because it's different. It's very different.
Yeah.
Do you plan on having kids?
Yes.
Either one of you?
100%. We both do. I want to carry. My partner wants to carry.
How do you go about that? Like, how's that?
Surrogate or what's
Surrogate or...
No, there's a combination of things you can do. We're looking for sperm donors. Whether or not it's going to be like, I've known people that have done like friends that like, hey, like other gay guys that like want to give their sperm, or you go out and you look at a sperm bank. It's very expensive, but it just depends on what you have, right?
Sure.
But we both want to carry, and then we both want to adopt. So it's
that's awesome.
Yeah. So
What about you, Victoria? Do you want to carry as well?
For me, it's more. It's a lot different for me. I don't think I really want to have like my own kid. I mean, if I was with somebody that wanted to have a kid, I would definitely do it. But I couldn't carry it myself. I don't know why, but I definitely want to do that, but not me be the one carrying that.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Did you ever have a thought of being like transgender, or does that take something totally different?
No, I never had that thought.
Not.
I've always been like that type that I still want to look good, and then I want my partner to look good. So we're gonna both look good together. Not to say that transgenders don't look good, but I feel pretty when I'm all done up. If that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't feel pretty when I'm like grungy or whatnot.
Right.
Like, I feel pretty when I have my lashes on, my hair done, like in a good outfit.
No, I love the way that I look. Like, I literally love me and my body, and I love the way I look and everything in us. But I really want to find somebody else that looks not exactly like me, but you know, that
the same kind of style.
That takes the time.
Yeah.
Not that
Exactly.
takes the time. They're just like the similar like style.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like,
No. Exactly that.
Because
Like,
some girls feel pretty when they have a backwards hat and their braids in or whatever, like their guy clothes or whatever. Like they feel pretty like that, and that's how they want to feel. It just depends on the lesbian, really.
No.
I feel like it works out like if you have two femmes, right?
Right.
Like you have like unlimited closet. Like you just.
Oh, let me tell you about
Right?
our closet. We have 2 closets, okay?
Okay.
We share all of our clothes. Like,
That's what I was
we
gonna say.
share
This is great.
everything. So we
Yeah.
have double the closet.
awesome.
So when she shops for me too. When I shop for her too. So it's
Yeah,
there's a lot
I think that works out. That's
going on.
fucking great. Yeah.
I'm good on mine with the questions.
Makeup, everything.
Do you have any PSA for anything that you want to?
Want to ask us anything?
For like straight males.
Straight males, yeah, whatever.
So okay, here's a good question.
you're
Have
straight,
you
right?
guys ever
think so,
thought
yeah.
about like sucking dick?
No,
Never.
Like you've never
Never.
thought like I wonder
Never.
how that is to suck dick. I know how it feels for me, but like I mean for you guys, but do you
Yeah.
guys ever think like maybe I could be
honestly, gotta know
Okay.
No.
No.
I have a question. So, have you guys ever thought about a threesome?
all the time.
Ooh,
But it
that's
has-
a good question.
I want to know though.
That's a
So,
good
have you
question.
guys ever thought about a threesome?
Yes.
But it has,
Yes.
to be
Another
two-
guy.
it have to be 2 girls.
No, no, no.
Okay.
So if
Wait.
there's another guy in the picture and
can't
you
do
were
it.
hitting it
It
from
would be
the
no.
back and he was hitting
Even
it
if
from the front,
even if it was like the girl was
No.
just like this
Nah.
hottest girl.
No, I don't think anything against any guy who does it, right? That's just like
Right.
preference, right?
Right, right.
For me, it'd be no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
Same.
straight up no.
So what if you had like a partner, right? And you guys were serious, okay? But she was like, "Hey, I need to sleep with girls on the side, and you can't be a part of it. Like, are you cool with that?"
You know what? I've actually asked that question before. I think it's just like it's a tough one because
How would you guys feel? Would you feel like it's cheating?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Oh.
So,
Yes.
and that's good to say. I mean,
Yeah, I
it is
think so, too.
cheating,
I mean,
right?
if you're honest about it.
But
you
like,
know.
it would be more of like an open relationship for her, but not for you.
Exactly.
yeah, because it's not like well, there's guys that want to like no,
Right.
that doesn't go that way because I don't
so
feel that way.
you wouldn't like your woman to go and sleep with other women.
No, it's cheating to me.
If it was the opposite way, how'd you feel about that?
Like if I did it,
Yeah.
I would be cheating, and I wouldn't cheat. That's how I feel. Have you? Okay, in the lesbian community, is threesomes like popular?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Well,
It
when
happens.
you're single, I feel like when
With
you're single,
like all women,
all women. Yeah.
Not
and
like you
then-
throw a dabble in some
but
guys in there, or-
You get a girl that's like, hey, can we put a guy in there? And that other girl, if she's a full lesbian, she's like, absolutely not. Or she's like, yeah, fuck it, I'll put it in my ass. Like, I don't care. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Really?
yeah, hell yeah.
Have you guys both done a threesome?
I have, and I was with another guy.
Oh, so
I have
it's another
not.
girl and then
Another
him?
girl.
Yeah.
No, 2 girls.
Okay. It's 2 girls and 1 guy.
Yeah. No,
No,
2 girls
3
and me.
girls.
3 girls.
3
Wait,
girls.
you were dating a guy?
No.
Oh.
No.
She hasn't dated a guy since like 09, bro. You just said
Yeah,
it.
Oh,
it's
my bad,
been.
my bad.
Don't forget my age.
Yeah.
You just aged me. Thank you.
No, I just literally guessed 09. I don't know.
No, yeah, like 2 other girls,
Oh,
and then it's
okay,
like
okay.
a party. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because you're like,
And
okay,
there's a
like,
party.
like you can't really get jealous because there's only there's only so much you can do. But no,
Nice.
I've personally never done with a guy and a girl. Have you?
No, what the hell?
Well, I don't know. That's a real ass thing. I
It's
mean,
a normal
that-
thing.
No,
you know what I
nowadays
mean?
it's like
No,
it's like
it
a
is
thing,
another
right?
thing,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Like, you're like, okay, I want maybe a dick in my ass and her eating my pussy. I don't know. Like, I personally have never done it, but I'm sure it's a thing.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure.
3 girls is a party.
and that's a
4
little.
girls is a party.
Okay. Do you watch lesbian porn only? Both of
Oh,
you?
that's a good topic. Wait, let's touch on that.
I only talk about
Lesbian
good topics.
porn
Go ahead.
is so fake.
Really.
I feel like if you watch lesbian porn, yeah, it's cool to see these hot girls because most of them are hot, but it is so scripted. Like, you want to see a story, right? When you watch porn, do you want to see a story, or do you just want to get down to the nitty
It
gritty?
depends on the mood.
Well, how do you feel when you watch porn?
I mean, I have one category and I go straight to it.
Is it like guys sucking guys' dick, or what is
It's
it?
definitely
I mean,
anal and it's definitely big dick anal.
Good God.
Is that a surprise to
wait.
you?
Wait, say it
A
again.
la verga.
I mean, like, okay.
Big
the
dick
reason,
anal.
Okay, I had
Big
to explain
dick
Don't be
that shit.
ashamed. Yeah.
I had to explain that shit. Okay, so the reason that I go to, first of all, Pornhub.com.
Oh,
You
number
know what I
one,
mean?
Pornhub.
The hub.
If you haven't seen it,
which has
go
been
to it.
literally been annoying me the fuck off. But anyways, I go there and I go to the categories and I go to anal, you know. But I want to see big dick anal, you know.
Ay, Dios
But you don't
mío.
like dick.
I don't like dick,
Then
but it's
why- But
different.
it's
You
the
wanna know why?
story. It's
You
the
know why?
story.
Because I'm
The
getting
story.
there.
It's like
Why?
it's like the
Why?
mailman
Why?
coming in like.
Yes.
I'll tell
Really?
you why. I'll tell you why. Because when I'm watching it, I'll tell you that I'm imagining how it feels for the guy.
Oh,
Does that make
that's
sense?
different.
That makes sense, yeah.
Okay,
Because
that's
I'm
wasn't
like,
expecting
damn,
that.
I
No, I
know how
wasn't
can you
either. I
feel
wasn't
that,
either.
and
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, you know what? I can feel how that feels for the guy, and I'm like, damn, and that will get me off.
Wow. That's
Is
interesting.
that a whole nother
What
thing?
the
That
or
fuck?
just paused
Is that
me.
a whole
No,
other thing?
that's a whole nother thing. Okay, I feel that way,
Yes.
but like not with a guy.
Yeah.
I feel like okay, I could watch guy and girl porn and like it be like attractive to me because of the storyline or whatever it is. Like I like a good story. Like
The pool boy.
oh Oh, dude.
The mailman.
I don't know, the doctor. Okay,
Oh.
the doctor
Yeah.
that goes in there.
Johnny
yeah,
Sins.
you know what I mean?
Greatest doctor.
You look at the person getting pleasured or whatnot.
Exactly.
I've actually watched guy on guy porn before,
I've
that feels
I've
more
done that
real than
because of
lesbian porn.
I can agree with you on that
wouldn't know.
because
Yeah.
it's literally
Yeah.
like
guys have
you
never
literally
watched gay
like.
porn?
No.
Come on,
Dude,
You
I don't
gotta
even.
try it.
I don't
You
even
have to
watch
see
lesbian
it,
porn.
and you have to imagine how it
I don't
would
like
feel
it.
for them.
Because it's fake. Because lesbian porn is not real.
Exactly.
You look at it and you're like, there's no way. Like
They're
really
both-
getting-
Honestly, it was kind of like
However,
I was like, well,
guy on guy porn
Exactly.
is like aggressive.
Okay, what's
More.
different from your lesbian porn than what's on Pornhub?
Probably dicks. I don't know. Oh, you mean like
They
our
actually
personal-
like it.
What's so fake about
Oh,
it?
I don't know. I just feel like because you see these girls on Pornhub, right? And like
And-
they're like
yeah.
orgasms. It just looks like
Not real?
scripted. Not real.
Yeah.
Like there's no way you guys.
Sure.
are
When
doing
you
this for
put the
better
other
money.
way.
Right, right.
But
Exactly.
guys,
But you can do it the other
because
way.
guys can fuck how many times a day?
I mean,
A lot.
it's just a
I mean,
good
think
power
about it,
rate in
right?
between.
Oh,
So
There you go.
and half the guys that actually do gay porn are probably a little gay. So like their shit is actually.
So I've heard
real.
of guys who are completely straight doing gay porn. I
I
mean,
don't believe it.
I'm
don't
just
believe
saying. I've seen like a documentary on it. It was
No,
crazy.
I have too. I know which one you're talking
Yeah.
about. Netflix or.
I don't know if it was Netflix,
Okay.
but
Anyways, but yeah, I don't know.
MTV.
I can watch
MTV.
all porn, and it just depends on like the story plot. You know when it's fucking fake, like the whole stepmom stepdad thing.
You
I
would
don't
literally
like
have
that.
That's
to see,
great. I
like,
love the
their
stepmom ones.
expressions, everything.
Stepmoms
all of
do it
that
for me.
shit, you know what I mean?
So why you wouldn't guys fucking guys if you don't like dicks?
I don't like dicks, but I think it's the emotion. I don't know. I haven't done it in a long time.
I
but
think that no,
it's
so
the
like
emotion of them getting off. I don't feel like it.
Yes.
It depends. It's not
I'm
so
necessarily
lost.
it's like me imagining like
I
how
know
they
a
would
lot of
feel,
girls
like,
that
with-
actually like to watch
Yeah.
dick sucking porn.
Yeah.
It's weird, but it's like a real thing.
Lesbian girls.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, I'm completely shocked right now.
I don't know.
I don't know what to say.
It's a lot
about
to
this.
take in. I know.
I'm good with
It's
this.
crazy. No,
Yeah.
it's because like you would never think, right? Like
You would never think.
I'm shocked. Yeah.
I think it's the emotion of people getting
I
off.
think so too. Like
Wait, so the
honestly,
gay,
it's
so
like-
the gay dudes like to watch like, does that like?
I don't know.
Lesbian porn?
I don't know. I would say no
know.
because I know gay guys that think girls are gross.
What?
Yeah, there's
100%, yeah. Over there.
Really?
Nico over there. Like my best guy friends, like they think girls are gross. They think vagina's gross. They think like
But like
I would
honestly,
never even want to like get near a pussy.
No,
wet-ass
100%.
pussy.
But like when I watch porn, like I won't lie to you, like I literally watch straight porn.
Really?
But like for me, like what gets me off is thinking about how that guy feels when he's going in her ass.
I feel that. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly.
I got one
So-
more question. Double-sided dildos. Do you use that?
Ooh. I have personally never, and I don't know the. I've heard it hurts.
Okay, so I've never, but we've definitely thought about it, and we just never came across it. And I would definitely have tried it, but I haven't done
That's
it.
almost like saying like you want that dildo that rams you, that electric one. Like same thing. I don't see how that would feel
Really?
good.
Wait, what? What?
No.
Wait, what?
I feel
Yeah,
like it
so
would
it's
hurt
like almost
too.
like a
No,
seat,
I
right?
100%
Like, you
feel like it
almost-
would hurt.
You almost sit on it like a straddle, and it has
Sure.
an electric
The
dick that
Sibian?
just pounds
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
That's
What?
what it's called.
It's called a Sibian, yeah.
Oh, so he.
How do you know the what?
So he's
Lisa-
obviously
dude,
watched
Lisa-
that.
Do you know
porn.
who Lisa Ann is?
No.
Oh,
What?
she's a family friend, famous porn star. I swear to God.
Oh no, that's great.
Yeah,
No, I-
she's been in this garage. Yeah, yeah. You come
Yeah.
next time.
I
Yeah.
will be here for her.
It'd be great.
I will love
Yeah.
to.
This
Yeah.
is-
Anyways,
Christ.
that is like a thing that some girls like to get like rammed by this electric dildo.
That seems too aggressive.
Depends on the
Oh
girl.
no! And you never. So you guys don't like. Okay, when you go on a Pornhub, you don't like look at all the categories. Like, aren't you curious?
No,
of
I'm
what
like-
is your
I'm
category?
straight
No,
to the
wait.
point.
What is your
Stepmoms.
category when you go on
Yeah, okay,
Pornhub?
that's a good
That's
question.
what I want
What
to
is
know.
your guys'
You go on,
category
you
when
go
you
on
go on porn?
Pornhub, and
Moms.
what is your category?
Okay.
Moms.
What is it?
No,
Moms.
MILFs are a thing.
MILFs.
though. MILFs are a thing.
MILFs, Latinas.
Are you
Male
serious?
Latina, like POV, like
That's a great one now.
POV point of view. So it's like the camera.
So-
the guy's holding the camera.
Ew.
So both of you guys are MILFs.
Wait, what?
Yeah, everybody likes MILFs.
Yeah, who doesn't like
But
MILFs?
so like that.
You like
that's,
MILFs.
You don't like MILFs?
Do you
I
just look through like the
mean,
top
no.
stories when you go on Pornhub, or do you guys
Honestly,
actually
it-
like
categories.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So you've never said, let me just dabble in this gay porn real quick.
Never.
Come on, you guys, broaden your horizons.
I'm good.
Let's go. I mean, you gotta at least look at it one time, and if you don't like it, that's fine.
How do you know
but
you
just-
don't
I
like
mean-
it?
Yeah, how do you know you don't
How
like
do you
it?
know
if
they
don't
don't
try
like
it.
I don't even like my own dick.
Oh.
Like it's ugly.
Wow, that's.
Like dicks are ugly, bro. I don't. Like
I mean,
dicks.
yeah, I guess.
I think
See-
balls are uglier than the actual penis.
Balls are ugly.
Yeah, fuck
Balls
yeah.
are ugly.
The whole-
Saggy,
the whole thing doesn't
and,
look good.
like, yeah.
They are ugly.
Yeah, I don't know like why people like suck on them. Oh, that's a good question for you guys. Do you guys like your balls sucked on?
I do.
I've had
What does it feel like?
experiences where I don't. I have experiences when I do.
It just feels like more like they're trying. That's what I just like. They're giving more effort.
Okay,
which
so
is
does
kind
it
of like what I
really
look for.
like? Does
Does
it
feel
do
great?
anything for you?
I just feel like they
Not
give
really.
more.
No. Right?
Oh wow.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I always wondered that.
I could be
That's a good
ticklish too.
question.
I'm like, oh shit. And never happened to you?
No,
Have
yeah,
you,
like, ah.
have you ever had a girl stick her finger in your butt?
No.
Come on. What kind of girls are you guys
Lies.
sleeping
I think
with?
that's a lie.
You guys are
Because if
sleeping
you
with
haven't had
vanilla
that done,
ass-
then
Oh
it's
my
like-
God.
You guys are
If
sleeping
you guys
with,
haven't had that
vanilla
done, then
girls,
it's like-
you-
What
you-
the fuck is wrong with vanilla?
I don't know what girls you've been
Do they
with
lay
if
on
they
their
haven't
back?
done that.
What do you mean they lay in the back?
Like, are they like starfish?
No, I mean they're at one point, yes, maybe, but not the whole
Oh,
time.
they're pillow princess.
What? I like that.
Oh, that's a good topic. When you guys sleep with someone, if they're a pillow princess, does it turn you
A
off?
pillow princess? I've heard dead
That's where they
fish,
just-
Where they do
starfish.
That's where you
nothing.
just kind of lay
Dead
there
fish,
and
dead
live.
fish.
I've had
Yeah.
those experiences. They
Oh,
weren't
the
great.
Dead fish. Oh.
Yeah, dead fish too.
So they've never said like, "Hey, let me stick something in your asshole."
It's
No.
been offered, but I said no.
You
Yeah.
said no.
But see, how do
I'm
you know
good.
you don't like it if you don't try it?
Maybe I like it. I don't know. When I get married,
Okay.
Oh,
good.
when you get
That's
married,
good.
my
then
future
it's
wife, I'll try.
You'll try it one
I don't
time,
know.
just because she wants.
Yeah,
to.
because I care.
Okay, that's
Would
good.
you okay, but you wouldn't do it. You wouldn't ask for it.
I
You'd
wouldn't
wait
willingly
until
ask for
somebody.
it. Yeah.
What if
ask
she
for it?
licked your asshole and didn't tell you?
I'd be,
And you liked it.
Well, she's sucking
How
your
would she-
dick
yeah,
and
how would
just
she-
fucking lifted it up and licked your asshole. How would you feel about it?
dude,
Dude, I would. I would have. One of those real quick. You know what I'm
You'd
saying?
pucker up.
Dude, fuck.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, wait, here's a good question that I have for guys.
Sure.
Have you ever gone down on a girl and like you make her orgasm, she farts in your mouth?
No.
never.
Really?
No.
I've
Has
heard
it-
that
Are you
happen.
sure you're doing
Really?
it right
Never
there?
happened to me, but I've heard it happens.
Oh damn.
Isn't that called queefing or different?
No, queefing
Well,
is
no, like a full-on fart
No.
in your mouth,
like from the butthole.
like from the asshole.
Yeah, because the queef comes from the vagina.
Yeah,
Yeah. No,
that's a
never
little
happened.
air bubble because you guys put your
Right.
dick in so hard
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, you guys. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I think we covered everything. What do you think?
yeah, I think that was great.
Do you guys have any other questions?
You
No.
have anything at all?
Any more queefs or anything?